Oh, salam, guys. I almost forgot myself. Salam, guys. How are you today? So, um, today we're going to talk about distancing yourself from triggers, right? So, triggers. What are triggers? Triggers are things that um, literally trigger you to go back to watching porn, right? So, let's say you're scrolling through social media, could be Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and then you see all these videos of girls shaking their boobs and ass, and if you allow it, trigger you, because honestly, I believe the triggers is if you allow it. But anyways, I deviate. Let's say you're just watching, and the next thing you see this girl, and she's shaking her ass and her boobs, and you like let it. It it triggers you, right? You be like, wow, this is so cool. As you're watching and you're being mesmerized by her, and then it stays, it lingers, and before you know it, you want to see more, right? And you keep on scrolling to see more, and it's not enough. And before you know it, you are on your screen and you're hitting those XXX sites. And those are the kind of things that will make you get triggered, that will trigger your relapse, right? So, social media is one of them. What else? Movies. You could be watching a movie and there's a scene in the movie. The next thing, if you like indulge in that scene, then you get triggered, you know. Before you know it, you want more, and then you go back to your screen. So there are so many things. Even just having high-speed internet can trigger you. You'll be like, you have this high-speed internet. It's not. Your brain is telling you that it's not being put to good use. Being put to good use is going to also corrupt and destroy your mind. Which is you have all this internet and you can't watch anything. You be like, you feel bored. Like, I gotta do something with it. I have all this internet. It has happened to me. I'm talking from experience. So, those are triggers. You can meet real triggers on the streets. Maybe you see a girl, um, you know. There's so many different varieties of triggers, right? But with my journey today, I realized that, the solution, that's the next part now. How do you uh, get rid, or how do you stop these triggers? And these are the tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you today. One is I still go on social media, right? And then when I start getting, or I see that a trigger is about to start, I disengage. I disengage. Even if I kind of view something, I tell my mind that, look, I can't, it ends here. I really do disengage. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I scroll the first one, I see it, and then I disengage. When I see the second one, I skip. This is how I've come to help my solution when it comes to triggers. That's when it comes to social media. When it comes to movies, I did not know that there will be a day, which I do now, that I will see a sex scene and I will skip it. I would like really, or if it's on Netflix, I skip it. I don't want to, even if, because nowadays the directors, what they do is you have a scene and then some important dialogue will be happening during, and then they are trying to catch you so that you will tell yourself, oh, you need to hear what is going on. You don't need to hear what's going on when they are doing that stupid thing. You don't need to hear it. I'm telling you, just skip it. The story will still remain intact. Trust me. So, skipping sex is very important. And then having the internet, for instance, I have high speed internet, right? Every single day. And I tell myself, big deal. So if I want to put it to good use, what I'm doing is, it's like what I'm doing right now. I will upload this video, which is going to be helpful. I have work to do. I have a course that I'm doing that requires a lot of gigs to watch. I can watch my Netflix. I can stay updated. This is what the internet was for. Not to watch porn. No, it wasn't made for that. Okay? So you just dissipate whatever negative thoughts when it comes to that. That's what you do. You just dissipate it. You tell yourself, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. So it's continuous right thinking. Continuous right thinking. You just have to dissipate it and say, no, don't allow it get to you. Don't allow it trigger you. Okay? And the final thing, which, fine, now we know how to get rid of triggers. The final thing, which I'm telling you guys, I'm also telling myself, is I realized, even in the past, do not open your screen. Because the moment you punch in those first letters, X, videos, dash, dash, dash. The moment you punch in those letters, whether it's a hub or whatever it is, the moment you punch in those letters, there's it. There's no coming back. You're gonna watch, and you know exactly what's going to happen afterwards. It's called a point of no return. I think there are so many variations to that. I think I'll do another video on that. Point of no return. It does happen, it's real. Then there's also edging. I need to do a video on edging. All those edging, they don't work. Edging doesn't work. If you already know of edging. So better just not to get triggered. Better don't come close to it. And for us Muslims, this was the advice that Allah even gave us when it comes to even zina. He didn't say don't do the act. He was specific. He said do not come close to it. So that's what we need to do. But don't even come close to it. Don't engage in it. Don't come close to it. So the moment you don't come close to it, you're giving yourself that space. But if you come close to it, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha, anything can happen. Yeah, I'm right? Okay. So Inshallah, guys, we need to like continue on this grind. It's very important, right? Continue it and be on the straight path. And inshallah, we'll get to where we need to go in this life and in the next. All right, guys, that's my take for that today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.